In this video, I'm going to talk about how to discover a need or a problem. எப்படி வந்து ஒரு நீடை வந்து எப்படி வந்து நம்ம டிஸ்கவர் பண்ணலாம் அப்படிங்கிறத ஒரு உதாரணத்தில் நம்ம சொல்லலாம். இந்த டிஸ்கவர் பண்ணுறது மட்டும் கிடையாது, எந்த பர்ஸ்பெக்டிவில் யூ கேன் see that problem or a need அப்படிங்கிறது தான் ரொம்ப ரொம்ப முக்கியம். அந்த மாதிரி பார்வை இருந்தால் மட்டும்தான் you can able to be successful in this journey. Let us talk about an example. இப்போ இந்த ஒரு கேஸ் ஸ்டடி பார்த்துக்கோங்க. இந்த கேஸ் ஸ்டடியில் அந்த பொண்ணு she saw that there is a need for blind people and அவங்க அந்த blind people நீடை மட்டும் பார்த்துட்டு சும்மா இல்லை, அதை நம்ம எப்படி சால்வ் பண்ணலாம் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு அவங்க முயற்சியில் ஈடுபட்டனால தான் that need has become an opportunity, that opportunity has become a business.
Close your eyes. Just for a moment, imagine you are blind. You can feel the buzz of your phone in your pocket. You can hear my voice. But you can't see me. Now imagine the struggle of trying to get dressed in the morning. What color are your pants? Will they match your shirt or blouse? Or will people judge your appearance? Now open your eyes. These are all the questions that wander through a visually impaired person's mind on a daily basis. And this is something that Feel the Color aims to stop. Feel the Color is a company that creates embroidered fabric tags with braille, alphabet lettering, and symbols so that those with visual impairments can literally feel the color of their clothing. The idea was inspired by my blind Aunt Cent, who lost her eyesight as an adult. She loved fashion, but she could not match the color of her clothing. She would have to ask me to help her to match her own clothing. Seeing her struggle inspired this. Feel the Color. Like I said earlier, a company that creates embroidered fabric tags with braille, alphabet lettering, and symbols so that those with visual impairments can literally feel the color of their clothing.
ஸோ நிறைய நீட் இருக்கும். இப்போ நம்ம ஒரு விஷயம் போகிறோம், ஹோட்டலுக்கு போகிறோம், ஒரு சாப்பிட்றதுக்கு ஹோட்டலுக்கு போகிறோம்னு வச்சுக்கோங்களேன், சர்விங் நல்லா பண்ணல, ஃபுட்டு நல்லா இல்லை, நிறைய கூட்டம் வருது, everyone is walking away with the unhappy experience. அப்படின்னா அந்த இடத்துல உங்களுக்கு ஒரு நீட் தெரியணும். There is a need for a restaurant with a good experience, good food இருந்தால் அந்த இடத்துல சக்ஸஸ் பண்ண முடியும் அப்படிங்கிறது. நிறைய பேர் என்ன சொல்லுவாங்க, this restaurant is not good, நல்லா இல்லைப்பா அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு போயிடுவாங்க. இதே இந்த பார்வையில் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா, if you can see from the entrepreneurship perspective பார்த்தீங்கன்னா, there is a need for a good restaurants in this place, in this location அப்படின்னு பார்த்தீங்க அப்படின்னா, that is where you will start looking for new ideas. Let us take another example. Alibaba founder Jack ஒரு நீட் பார்த்தார். அவர் இங்கே யூஎஸ் வந்து ஃபஸ்ட் ட்ரிப் யூஎஸ் வர்றப்ப வந்து பார்த்துருக்காரு, ஜஸ்ட் இன்டர்நெட்லாம் இது இருக்குது அப்படின்னு தெரிஞ்சுட்டு he went back and he explained that there is a need for China and he could foresee the need. இன்டர்நெட் இவ்வளோ பூமாக இருக்குது, நம்ம சைனா இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் வளரணும் அப்படின்னா we have to get into this அப்படின்னு அவர் விஷுவலைஸ் பண்ணி பார்த்துருக்காரு. இந்த மேட்டர் ஆஃப் ஃபேக்ட் அவரோட கேஸ் ஸ்டடி பார்த்தீங்கன்னா, he invited 20 friends and he consulted. இங்கே பாருங்கள், நான் 20 பேர்த்து நான் இந்த மாதிரி பிஸ்னஸ் ஐடியா நான் பார்த்துருக்கேன், பண்ணலாமா அப்படின்னு கேட்குறப்ப 19 people said, இன்டர்நெட்டா இங்கேயா, அதெல்லாம் நல்லா இருக்காதுப்பா, இப்படியும் வேலையை பாரு அப்படின்னு சொல்லியிருக்காங்க. ஒருத்தர் மட்டும் என்ன முயற்சி தானே பண்ணிப்பாரு அப்படின்னு சொல்லியிருக்காங்க. ஒருத்தர் கூட கான்ஃபிடென்ட்டாக நீங்கள் பண்ணுறது கரெக்டு, எஸ் ஐ குட் see it move forwardன்னு சொல்லலை. அவர் என்ன சொல்கிறாரு, இதே ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட்டை அவர் சொல்கிறாரு பாருங்கள்.
Jack Ma grew up in relatively modest means, and then he became a teacher. By all accounts, that's sort of where he expected to be for quite some time.
Then I came to America in 1995.
First trip to the States. And first time in my life I touched the keyboard of computers.
And he started searching things on the internet. When he searched China, nothing came up in the search results. So he said to himself, if I can put Chinese companies on the internet and allow them to connect with business people in the US and other countries, I could create possibly a really powerful business.
I call myself at that time called like a blind man riding on the back of blind tigers. without knowing anything about technology, computer, we started the first company.
He's gone against all convention. He says that he doesn't know anything about technology. It's hard to believe.
When he started his first company called China Pages, he would go knocking on the doors of government officials. They would really just turn him away, saying that what he was doing wasn't appropriate. He should just go back to maybe teaching English.
This was opening day for something called Windows 95. It has something to do with computers.
With Deng now gone, China's future will be shaped by a great power struggle.
Well, 1997 proved to be a watershed year for Asia, the year when the Asian economic miracle became a thing of the past.
There seems to be no stopping the speeding tech train. Technology stocks keep climbing into record territory.
2000, when the internet was starting to boom in China, a friend told me that there's a company trying to go global from an apartment in Hangzhou.
18 years ago, in my apartment, I told the 18 founders that one day we will build up a site. That site will be the top 10 sites of the world. Very few people believe that we will make it happen.
Pathingla, that is what he exactly said. So அப்ப நீங்க ஒரு விஷன்ல பார்க்கறீங்கன்னா அந்த பார்வை எல்லாத்துக்கும் வராது, because you are seeing an opportunity. ஆனா அவங்க அது பார்க்கல, அவங்க அது உணரல. So அதனால discovering the problem you really could see it, or you could see the potential அப்படிங்கிறது வந்து ரொம்ப 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 முக்கியம்.
I'm going to talk about step one, which is all about training your mind. Entrepreneurship is all about a state of mind. No one is a real expert. There's no real formula. Anybody can become an entrepreneur. It's all about thinking and practicing your mind to think like an entrepreneur, to practice to find ideas that you can go and implement. How do you go about finding a good idea? If you said, go Google, that's a wrong answer. Don't ever do that. You could find your idea from one, addressing a need. It could be a problem that you are struggling with or someone else is struggling with, and you want to solve their problem, or you want to solve your own problem, and that could be a need. You can talk to your friends, your family, go around. Maybe you can walk around in the park and you find something that you can solve, and that becomes your idea. The second one is about passion, right? Some kids, just go into the school to learn to code, and they are so passionate about it, they come back and build their own apps. There are so many successful kids who have built hundreds of applications which have been so successful out in the market, and it can be as simple as a small game to something funny. I don't know if you've heard of Lazy Kids. It's an app which gives you good excuses. You can use it with your parents. Go find it in the Android store or Apple store. You'll enjoy it. Life experiences always give us a lot of good ideas. For example, you probably eat and enjoy Pringles, the potato chips that come in this tall cans. There was an 11-year-old kid who struggled to get the chips out of the can, and he ended up pouring out the chips, and it was a mess all around him. So he came out with a Pringles hook, which is a simple device that he can just put in, and he can slowly lift all the chips up, and he could take them out. It was a simple idea, but it was a successful one. That's all you need to do. You have to start thinking and practicing like an entrepreneur. Identify those problems, and that's all step one is. Okay. Now, when you start looking for problems and looking for ideas, you're going to come across hundreds of ideas. There are hundreds of problems to solve and hundreds of solutions to provide. But not all of them are going to be good ideas, or not all of them are going to be good solutions. Not all of them are going to be useful for people that are going to use them. So talk to people. Once you discover your idea, start charting them out. Make notes, talk to your parents, see if it's something that's worth solving, and whether your idea is really useful for someone, and it's going to be useful for some other people in the near future.